Here's Bryant. He's really flipped the script with his performance here in the second half. To the inside. The bump, the drive. Oh! Watch out below. Run for cover, young fella.
All right, T-Bags, we back on 2K motherfucking 10. Jesus Christ. This game be giving your boy hell. We got like 6 games left in this season. I think I'm a 61 overall. Hopefully, we can get to a better team next year, or at least get some better players on this team. If I'm being honest, I don't want to win a ring in New York. I don't. I mean, we're not gonna win one this year for sure. Don't even worry about that. But next year, if we like build the team, I don't want to stay here. I don't want to play these bums. Take at least 5 jump shots. 43 from behind the 3. They say me or my. Sometimes they be like limit your opponent. Go back and see. 20 career steals. 338 career points. We're going crazy. Yeah, hold your matchup to 43%. That's a shit I don't like. And they say it's C or better. Like, easy work.
Well, it's time for the Sprite Ice Cold Keys to the game. As we take a look at the Knicks, Clark, what should they keep in mind?
Well, Marcus Camby is someone they can't forget about. He's an excellent rebounder on both backboards. So you've got to get into him
shit,
and
bro.
deny him prime position.
I was just about to say that.
And as we take a look at the Clippers,
I was playing this shit last night and I could not stand in front of him, bro.
Well, the one thing that's important, Kevin, when you're playing this team is to match their efficiency. They put in work over the last 15 games. The turnover story has really been important. Minimizing the turnovers, squeezing the orange. They've gotten much better in that area. As a result, they're more efficient. One thing you've got to try to do is disrupt their rhythm and flow. Make them uncomfortable. Try to force them into mistakes.
And here is Davis after New York gets the 3. Griffin covered by Lee. Takes a 3. And Davis can't get it to go. And the Knicks with the ball. It's a 3-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
You know, so many times it's not what your team accomplishes, but what the other guys lack. They took advantage of a poor offensive outing, playing well enough themselves to come out on top. The D dared him to put it up, and he couldn't make them pay.
Down low. Flushes it with the one-handed jam.
He's not the guy you would expect to compete in the dunk contest, but he can still throw it down when he needs to.
And here is Davis. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Denver.
They'll never say nothing good without a slide
Here's
remark.
Thornton. The shot is off, and New York takes it the other way. It's game number 2 of the season versus the Clippers for them.
Like, you can't just be like, ooh, nice dunk. You had to be like, oh, he ain't going to be in the dunk contest. But that dunk was all right. Yeah, it was a decent.
Robinson. Yes, from downtown.
This is called you must extend your defense, especially on the three-point margin.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
In the first 2 minutes.
And here is Davis. 9-point game his last outing. To Gordon. Griffin. And here is Davis. Can't put an end to the run.
Given his sorry shooting touch, you'd think he'd know better than to put that shot up. Well, there's another reminder.
Now Robinson. 11 points last game. Here's Magician. Got a hand on it, but they get it back. Robinson misses.
Kevin, that's the kind of shot you want.
All the way down
You can't
there
ask
for
for better
15 niggas
execution
in
on
the
offense, but sometimes they just don't fall.
Probably the way I was holding the analog, most likely. But I was running downhill at that angle.
Here's Griffin. Robinson pulls it in.
Well, he was wide open for a reason. The D was just begging for him to attempt that shot.
Magician can't extend the lead to double digits.
He's not giving an inch on defense. He really bothered that shot.
Inside. Here's Griffin with 1 on the clock. Finishes with the soft touch.
It took a long while to get a bucket. If they continue to score at this pace, they'll be in for a long game.
Now Robinson,
get the fuck out
averaging 18 points a game. Here's Magician. Too much mustard on that one. The Clippers trail.
But nah, Gordon was going crazy last time, and I still couldn't shoot. But
Thornton laid in softly off the glass.
Easy look in the paint. The defense got abused
that's what
there.
I said. Soft.
Here's Robinson. Can't get it to go. And the Clippers the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Their recipe on offense was hindered by their inability to take care of the ball, to hold on to it. They gave away a lot of possessions, and they turned it over way too frequently. Just like they drew it up in practice, Kevin. Sweet dish inside.
Bounce pass. Here's Curry. It's hauled in by Gordon. Here comes Davis. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. To Thornton. Guarded by Robinson.
Why?
Griffin uncovered. Curry corrals the miss inside. Magician. And the rebound goes to Marcus King. The Knicks with the slight lead.
Well, they've been knocking them down from long range. However, they've got to be more selective offensively. Shooting.
And did you say I had to take
And
5
here we
jump
go,
shots
ready
or
for some
make
more
5
good
jump
action in
shots?
the second quarter.
Those are 2 different things.
Now Robinson. And looking at next Wednesday, we'll see Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks. They'll be facing the visiting Memphis Grizzlies. It'll get rolling at 7:30 Eastern.
Oh,
You know they're going to be extra hyped up for this one.
You're right, you're right.
let me see. Let me see.
And so here are the Clippers.
Still,
New
that
York
shit
coming up
depressing,
empty.
not making any of them hoes. I'm open
Stolen
for
by Lee.
Come on, don't be selfish.
Here's Magician. Finished off the break.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
Here comes Davis, averaging 18 points a game.
You know you want to do it.
Gordon.
Fuck.
Down low. Guarded by Robinson. Lets loose for 3. And it's Gordon missing.
Perfect.
The Knicks with the lead. Here's Magician. Hits
Come
back
on.
That was a judgment call. He took a quick shot there, but I thought it was a pretty good look.
It was a good look. That's why I'm confused on why I'm not making it.
Gordon. Almost a 3-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2. They get Charlie Villanueva. Eric Gordon had a short but very productive college career. He hasn't missed a beat coming to the NBA.
Well,
Think about
scores.
my choices, my decisions.
And here is Davis.
Hey,
No
I'm
points for
playing
him.
like I don't want to be here, and that's true. I don't want to be here,
Al
but I
Thornton,
still want to
guarded by
start.
Robinson.
So I need to get some points. I'm not trying to go back to the bench.
And the basket by Thornton.
The defense didn't challenge the shot, didn't get a hand in his face. And from such close range, that shot's a gimme.
And here is Ford. Turned in an outstanding game against Golden State. 2:20 left in the second.
Am I guarding Griffin?
Here's Davis.
Why is he at the
Does
three?
not get the go-ahead bucket.
They got to have a little more patience on offense, Kevin. They're rushing.
Come on, let me cook him.
It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. You look at Baron Davis, 5th in the NBA, very crafty player.
When it comes
Oh,
to
wait, I did get that little
Pilfer,
fast
that's
break
steals
layup.
for you guys that don't
But as
understand the
far as
lingo
jump
here.
shots go,
He's the best in the league because he's quick, he's aggressive, and he anticipates. You combine those attributes, you got a guy that'll pick your pocket more times than not.
I'm about to get off. I'm about to cry.
And looking forward to this Saturday,
Look at him doing
it'll be Kevin
flashing
Garnett
passes.
and the Boston Celtics. They'll find themselves at the Bradley Center to face the Bucks. That one's scheduled for a tip-off at 7:30 Eastern.
We'll see how it plays out.
As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. You look at Portland. They're in control of the #1 seed, looking to finish out the season strong. And, of course, the Clippers, more than a few spots below. New York trailing to Ford. Left wing. Here's Magician.
They don't even believe in me.
No good.
Look at all
And the
that
Clippers
space
the
I
other
got,
way now.
bro.
This quarter's been a disaster for him, Kevin. He just can't buy a
This whole
bucket.
game been a disaster.
But no good.
That's what you did.
Oh, nice
Push it.
idea there. I think he lost his grip
Push
at
it
the
up,
finish.
bro. Right here. Got to go straight to the paint. Bro, look at this help ass shit. Nut ass niggas.
To the wing. Robinson.
Not even scoring.
The
Let me see
mark
if I
with
had
the
15
three ball.
points, but
The
no,
Clippers in the lead.
I missed every jump shot. Like, why y'all doubling me?
To Gordon.
Fuck.
Sinks the open shot. 6 points for him.
A great second quarter here after a difficult first. I'd say they knocked the rust off. Sometimes it takes a little while before you get the blood flowing and you find your rhythm.
And here is
That's
Ford.
what I'm hoping it is for me.
9 points last game out.
One of the ways where they've shown a definite edge, Kevin, has come on the glass today.
Gordon from just inside the arc. And it's Ford with the rebound. Here comes TJ Ford. To #7 to end the drought. And that one's
Let's
good.
go.
Talk about that
goddamn
rebounding
time.
edge, Clark. That's definitely had an impact for them in this game.
Well, I think you open up your opportunities, Kevin, when you can stay strong in the paint area and control the boards. I mean, that's a critical element in winning basketball games, rebounding the ball.
Here's Davis. Lays it right in.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for.
Dumps it off. Here's Magician. Misses the buzzer beater.
Well, that was a closely contested first half.
Shit went
And
no
if the
air
game
ball.
keeps up like this, it
That
could be a
boy.
nail biter. And that concludes the
But I
first
didn't
half.
touch
The
that.
score, 21-18. Well,
Crowd,
it's
you get
time
me
for
alive.
T-Mobile.
We wouldn't be playing Los Angeles either. Y'all think y'all City Knights?
Welcome back, everyone. The third quarter about ready to get underway. That first half closely contested. We'll be in for another exciting half of basketball here.
Nothing but falling
Now
souls,
Robinson. He's got 6.
yeah. Right here, let me tie it up.
Right wing. Curry was parked down low and got hit with the
Wait.
second call. Now let's check out some scores from yesterday's action. It was the Timberwolves taking the win in Minnesota, so the Heat dropped that game. The Clippers lose 1 on the road as the Denver Nuggets take care of business. It was the Hawks taking the win in Atlanta. Detroit
No
taking the loss
fucking
there.
way, bro.
And that's it for now. Gordon drains it from
Bro,
short range.
this game ass.
He's got 8.
He did a great job there to get his shot off against the taller defender. That's a nice play.
Magician defended by Gordon. Here's Lee. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack. Sweet touch by the 5th-year veteran out of Florida. Here's Gordon. A missed 3.
You can't usually afford to leave him
Where the
alone
fuck
out
was
there.
I jumping?
Big break for the defense.
All this
Magician
space.
hits the quick shot.
Even though it was early in the shot clock, that's an opportunity you can't pass up, Kevin.
Leads him with the pass.
Come
Here's
on, that's a
Gordon.
steal.
Drains the graceful reverse layup. 10 points for him.
The D was all over it. They just couldn't react in time to stop that quick reverse.
Picked by Lee. For the tie.
Come on, make it.
Robinson misses.
Thrill is gone, and so is his offense. He's not making anything.
To Gordon from short range. Davis leads the game in assists. Now Robinson. He's got 6. It's tipped. Here's
It
Curry.
wasn't a bad pass.
Chris Kaman with the rebound. And the Clippers have possession. It's a 5-point game. Gordon buries the short-range jumper. He's got 14.
Way to distribute the
I
basketball.
got the speed
Now
to stop
Robinson.
this on no fast break. I got the speed to stop nobody on no fast break.
The handoff to Curry. Magician defended by Gordon. Hughes from downtown. Butler lays out. And it's scooped up
Bro,
by
what the
Keenan.
fuck? Bro, everything I'm doing is bad. I fucking hate it.
Camby with it. From 20 feet out. And Davis gets it to go.
Over 50% from the field now after the early trouble. That's impressive. That's a pretty good turnaround.
Now Robinson, right wing.
Dirty, you think it's
Picked by
niggas not
Lee.
even jumping on my
Magician
moves, bro?
to the middle. Here's Hughes. Buries the corner jumper. And the Clippers call time
Like,
here.
I know you asked. What am I jumping for? The fuck? Everybody else stupid. They'll jump and then I can slide to the left.
With the
Crisscross.
playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern
I can't do
Conference
none of that,
standings.
bro.
Taking a look
Shit
at
pissing
Cleveland.
me off.
They're looking to lock up the
They ain't
best
got no
record in the
bag.
conference and a
I'm
number
a
one
bum,
seed
and I
come
can't
playoff
do
time.
nothing.
And of
These
course,
niggas
New
don't
York,
bite on
not
my
really
moves.
any threat right now. And so here are the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. To Thornton, gets in close,
Bro, I can't
gets the
stop
lay
this,
in.
bro. The C minus
They
is
lead
outrageous.
33
I had
to
a
24.
last night, bro. I straight
Here
got
comes
up.
TJ Ford, averaging 10 points per contest. Right wing, here's Magician, nets it from the wing. And so here are the Clippers. 1:13 left in the third.
I don't care about losing, bro. It's my team, bro. You not performing is a problem.
To the baseline,
I'm just out here just
Kaman.
running up and down the court.
turnover by the Clippers.
Wasting stamina.
Now
I'm
let's
not
take a
doing
moment to
nothing.
see the teams that
Be on
lead
the
the league in
bench, bro.
field goal percentage. Look at the Clippers, the most efficient team in the NBA in terms of scoring.
With all of the great shooters they have,
Like, what
it's
was you out there doing?
almost easy to think that
7.
they would shoot a high percentage. But there's some other factors at play here. They're unselfish, they set good screens, they move well without the ball, and they're disciplined in that they don't take just any shot. They want the best shot available, and that's usually what they get.
And so here are the Clippers, the Knicks making the shot. Griffin. Now Thornton puts up the baby
Bro,
hook.
been in the
Beautiful
paint for like
delivery with the
15
bounce pass.
seconds, bro.
Away
I
from
hate
the
this
defense,
shit.
which set up the shot perfectly.
Picked by Lee. Villanueva hits. Nice pass leading into the bucket. And so here are the Clippers, leading by 5.
They'd be smart to hold it now for the last shot.
Here's Davis. It's all in by Villanueva.
We've seen some good scrambles for rebounds and even a bit of a fight sometimes. That's just good play inside, and that's kept the game close.
We're at the end of the third quarter with the score 35 to 30. Eric Gordon gains a play.
C+. Bro, I don't want to see this bum.
3 quarters have been played, but the outcome
That
remains
ass off my
undecided.
screen,
Welcome
bro.
everyone to the
Couldn't be
start
a
of the fourth
thumbnail.
quarter. And here is Davis. He's got 6, and it is a fight, Clark. So far, these teams are shaking down pretty evenly in every department, especially rebounding.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Kevin. I
Bro,
think the
like,
score
what move
shows
was
that.
that?
It's
Bro,
indicative
just
of how
like,
evenly
listen.
matched these teams are. Really
Bro, why you didn't
watching out
follow
for
me?
who can get
I
the
need the
edge down
assist.
low? That could be the difference. Smooth finger roll off a strong move inside. That's just money.
Griffin on the low block. Great finish in traffic. Nice bucket by the rookie out of Oklahoma.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
Hit by Lee. Here's Robinson. Drive checked out.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
And here is Davis. Gordon rips it down with one hand.
Great assist on that basket. He's seeing the floor well, and he's making some beautiful passes.
Lee backs him down. Here's Magician. Tickles the twine. And here is Davis. About 3.5 minutes left in the game. Swing pass. Gordon. The three won't fall. New York trailing. Here's Curry. Puts up the baby hook. And the shot is good.
The intensity level is really picked up here in the second half.
To Gordon. Barron. Stolen away by Magician.
I think he got baited into throwing that.
Come on, Nate.
To take the lead. Gets the bucket.
So far, nothing the D's thrown at him has been effective. It's been a volcanic eruption.
Changing direction is on 99, bro. No.
Griffin covered by Lee.
Like,
Kept to line.
he was exposing my shit last night, bro, because he kept getting
Here's
the ball.
Davis. Hits the
Davis
top of the net.
Inside outside, Kevin, I love it. Drew the D in, and then kicked it out to the open man.
Right wing. Lee backs in. Close
Lee!
range. Griffin hauls it in off the glass. To Thornton.
No.
Can't make the open shot.
Molly.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice clear look. Just didn't convert.
Magician. And Davis pulls it down.
Kevin, he doesn't miss those layups often. Interior D
don't.
made him think about that one, though.
To the right wing. To Griffin. Working on Lee. The jump hook. Here's Griffin. That's good.
Those are the shot opportunities you want, right in the lane.
The Knicks need to work fast. Curry. Can't hit. Now the
No,
Clippers
big
take
man,
it the
you're
other
supposed
way.
to slam.
Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's tipped.
Let's go.
A steal by Hughes.
Let's go.
Hughes. Now Robinson. Can't knock in the three.
He's got to break out of this slump if his team wants a chance to win.
Less than 1 minute left. Here's Camby. And Lee pulls it down.
He really needs to hit that consistently, or they'll just keep letting him shoot it.
Hey.
Here's Hughes.
Oh, okay.
Big time basket
And
in the
he's in
clutch,
there
Kevin.
pulling up.
And here is Davis. He's got 8.
Well, he gives up some height, but he didn't give up the rock. Nice ball.
Magician, right wing. Releases
Shot.
from 15. Scooped up.
Put it up, put it up.
Magician, defended by Gordon, tries to keep it alive. Stolen away by Griffin.
Stifling defensive pressure. That's a clutch play.
OT.
Ooh, off target. He got it up in time, but the potential game winner won't drop. Time expires, and we're going to overtime.
Man, first overtime game. Pivotal, pivotal. Stop playing all this music, bro. I think this is a jump ball I ever seen this one.
Here's Magician.
How he get back on that?
Can't take the lead.
Normally, he sinks that shot. His mid-range game is excellent. He just misfired that time.
Bro, I love all the kudos.
Gordon blocked. The Knicks
Block.
can reclaim
Why
the
ain't
lead
no
with the
block
puck in
there?
here.
Oh, there it goes.
Here's Magician. Eric Gordon
What the
grabs
fuck?
the board. It's all tied.
Bro, I'm too tired to do this shit.
Barron misses the three.
They need to make the most of every possession. In desperation threes
All the
like
way,
that
all the way, all the way.
simply won't
Let's
get
go.
it done. Defense
Good
left him
IQ,
just a little
good
window to
decisions.
get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
And here is Davis. He's got 8.
You can't allow him to establish deep position like that. Once he gets it in that close, he's almost unstoppable.
Nothing, man.
Here's
Shot.
Robinson. Knocks down the trifecta.
Oh, man, he's camping out at the three-point line and roasting
Hey,
his defense
it's all
like
because of me.
You gotta
Main
find
character,
him, tag him,
Barry
and get right
B.
in his jersey.
Bag and tea. What you talking about? Yeah, it's me. It's me,
And
nigga.
here is Davis.
All because of me. Damn.
Way off from the arc. The Knicks with the
Wishful
lead.
thinking. Shoot the clock. Make these bitches say their prayers.
Here's Hughes. It's good from beyond the arc.
He's a streaky shooter, but when he gets it going, he can put points on the board in a real hurry.
Skip pass to Davis. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Los Angeles.
This shit ain't no neck and neck, bro. It's over with.
Curry off the screen. And Davis pulls it down.
An outstanding pick there, and he still couldn't get the basket. Next time he gets a look that good, he's got to make it count.
And here is Davis. 10 points for him.
That nigga just chucking at
The
him.
Knicks have a chance to put this one out of reach. He's got to push it.
Not for real. Harden.
The Knicks will hold on to it.
Only because I ain't got no stamina, bro. You're not good. Yeah, talk to your
Looking at
coach.
Robinson, he's really been
Know what he
playing
did
well.
there for? He went over there
This
to
is just a
whisper in his
magnificent
ear.
shooting performance we're watching
not
here.
gonna help you.
The
They
other
lost.
team has to feel healthy.
Bear
He is
witness.
lights out from beyond the arc, and he shows no signs of slowing down Carter. What do you do as a coach and try and slow down his shooting?
Well, Kevin, sometimes there's not much you can do other than challenging every shot, maybe throwing different defenders at him, but sometimes you just have to hope that he misses some shots.
Al Gordon. He's got 18. 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Why y'all playing music?
Here's Camby. Kisses it off the glass and in.
Well, it's almost impossible to miss when the D is playing that song.
The Clippers will go for the intentional foul. They still got to foul them a second time to get into the penalty and send them to the strike.
That's exactly what they need to do to stretch out this game. Smart foul there.
I know it
The
was a bad
Clippers
call.
commit the intentional foul, and they'll try to extend the game.
Good decision, Kev. They're playing against two opponents now. The other team plus the shot clock.
Sinks the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Don't do it.
Doesn't get the second. Here comes Davis. He's got 10. In the paint, graceful finish. Knocked loose. The Clippers will foul to stop the clock. No good on the first. Clippers make the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Talk about a clutch free throw, Kev. That one just might have sealed the game.
The shot no good. The Knicks win the hard-fought game as they outlast the Clippers 55-51. For his steady play, Magician is our Jordan Brand player of the game.
Well, he was the initiator and the playmaker for their offense, Kevin. He kept his head up and created a bunch of easy scores with his passing.
Yeah, we did. (18-7, 1 steal, and I had a block. Get them rebounds out of there. You should put my block up there.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on 2K Sports.
Yeah, but 8 for 23 is outrageous, bro. Bro, I could have had a 30-point game, bro. I didn't get hot until fucking third quarter, realistically, and you can't even call that hot. I made 8 shots, bro. Fuck. I only made 1 free throw. 7 assists, though. 18, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Oh, yeah, I did better than him. All he got is 8 for 14. I got 8 for 23. Player of the game, who? Yeah, it's me. One, two, three. Alright, so I'm gonna do like what I said I was gonna do, but if I didn't quit last night because it was pissing me off and I was tired and I was hungry, it was a lot going on. But I was supposed to do 5 games in one video, but I quit on, as you see, this game, game 4. So I'm about to play game 4, game 5, and then I'm gonna run Pacers, Magic. Wait, is that? Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Was that game 5? When did I think I started on Jazz. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so Boston is 5 if I started on Jazz, but I don't remember. Ooh, let me see. Bear with me. I need to grab my phone. Start the game. Let's see. Did I play the Jazz? Yeah, it started with the Jazz. Okay, yeah, I was right. So yeah, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. So Boston is 5. Let me get this game in. Jeez Louise. Not gonna get none of that.
Now let's take a moment for the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. And as you take a look at Boston, tell me, what's going to be the key taking on this Knicks team?
Well, Kev, it's all about valuing the pumpkin. Take care of the ball. They've been cooking over the last 9 games. The turnover story has really been important. minimizing the turnovers, squeezing the orange. They've gotten much better in that area. As a result, they're more efficient. One thing you've got to try to do is disrupt their rhythm.
I shoot better on my home court, too. I think that's what it is.
As for New York, Clark, what about the Knicks? What do you think will be the key for them?
How about the ferocious glass eater, David Lee? This guy gobbles up rebounds.
I was way too far out.
Percentage too. Loves that up and down pace because he's a big man that can run the floor.
Rondo with it after the three-point attempt by the Knicks. Pierce backs in. Here's Garnett. Makes it from 18 feet out. You watched a lot of Kevin Garnett. Is he the most intense NBA player you've ever seen?
I tell you what, he's right up there. And I don't know if anybody has a more intense pregame mantra than KG does. I mean, the way he goes up against the basket, stanchion and support, and makes all kind of machinations with his mouth, looks into the crowd and talks to himself before the jump ball. But he's been doing that since he came into the league. I mean, I knew Sam Mitchell was a teammate of his in Minnesota. He said, this young guy is something else. And that's been...
Now Robinson. 12 points his last outing. Lee in the post. Wallace is there. Drops.
Way to distribute the basketball.
Rondo with it. His last outing with 20 points. Now Garnett. Curry meets him.
Passes like that are fun to watch. Beautiful feed inside for the score. He placed it perfectly, Kevin.
And the Knicks with the ball. They trail by 3. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
From distance, they shot it extremely well. They shot good in other areas, but really the advantage was from downtown behind the arc.
Here's Pierce. 25 points last game. I want to talk about where Paul Pierce places himself
20 and
in
25
the fabric
and
of
a
the
loss
Boston
is
Celtics.
crazy.
Rich history.
They said
Is he
Rondo
one of
had
the 5
20, Pierce
greatest
had
Celtics ever?
25.
In my opinion,
And they
yes.
lost
No doubt.
to
He's got a championship
Clap
team.
players.
Critical. He's a
LeBron,
significant
LeBron.
integral part of a championship team. And throughout his career, at some point you have to value what players have done individually. I know titles make a difference in evaluating players, but when a guy produces at the level that Paul Pierce has produced at, then he clearly has a place amongst the all-time greats, even in the storied history of the Boston Celtics when you look at his career now.
And so here is New York following the miss by Paul Pierce. 1:50 left in the first. To Rondo. Wallace a screen. Tries to keep it alive. And it's tracked down by the Knicks.
The closer in you get, the more they'll reach in for the pilfer. You got to protect the rock.
Magician. Lee up top. Curry is inside. Working on Garnett. Magician. Hits the elbow jumper.
It's always a pleasure to watch a great shooter go to work. Give him a little elbow room, and it's automatic.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Kevin, I think they're pretty disappointed with their output offensively. They didn't execute very well. A lot of sloppy basketball. And when they did execute, it was sporadic at best.
All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the best assist teams.
This is a team that gets great enjoyment out of making the pass that leads to the score. As a matter of fact, they like giving the ball up more than they like scoring it themselves. They really rely on each other and trust in each other at the offensive end.
Now Allen really had an off game against the Cavaliers. Never got into his rhythm. The handoff to number 7. From just inside the arc. That's good. 6 points for him. Boston trailing. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Here's Pierce. Connects from in close.
He's been a go-to guy for him here in the quarter, doing an outstanding job putting the ball in the basket.
Here's Magician. Lays it in with the finger roll.
Smooth finger roll off a strong move inside. That's just money.
The Knicks with the slight lead.
Well, Kevin, what can you say? They played terrific offensively.
All right, the first quarter had a lot of good action. I think we'll be in for some more here in the second. Now Robinson. No points for him. Curry covered by Perkins. To Lee. Magician. Now.
That's embarrassing defensively. Not moving your feet, not talking, not stopping penetration. I would have used the game tape as blackmail.
Here's Pierce. Here comes Rajon Rondo, averaging 13 points a contest. And looking forward to this Saturday, we'll see Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. They will take on the Nuggets in the Mile High City at the Pepsi Center. It'll be 7 o'clock start time.
It'll be fun to watch.
6 seconds to shoot. The shot by Pierce will not go. The Knicks with the lead. For the alley-oop.
When you play together and get a feel for each other's tendencies, you start to make plays just like that.
Rondo with it. Right wing. Allen down low to Garnett. Gets a good look. Gets it to go. He's got 8.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot. He's extremely deadly from there.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. If you look at Boston, right now they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And of course, the New York Knicks, more than a few spots below.
The crowd has really embraced this winning streak, and they become part of it, Kevin. I mean, when a crowd has a team that's playing well, then they become almost a sixth man in pushing that team to its highest level of performance.
Rondo with it. New York coming up empty. Boston.
Good. Wow. Impeccable timing on that alley-oop. They hooked up perfectly.
Right wing, Magician. The shot, no good. So Boston will take it the other way. They've never trailed by more than 5. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Magician. Garnett grabs the board.
Oh, man. Shots like that will make a coach lose his hair.
And Boston turns it over. Now we'll check across the NBA the best shooters from the stripe. You look at Allen, second in the NBA. So great from the line. And, of course, TJ Ford. Also absolutely fantastic from the free throw line.
Boy, his routine is flawless. He does the same thing every time, and the result is pretty much the same. Cash money from the stripe.
Here's Hughes. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Kept alive. Here's Magician. Misses the 3.
I think he's really starting to lose confidence in his shot. Those misses are getting to him.
Sledgehammer.
That should be illegal.
Bro, we already had a moment of the game.
Now Robinson. Still looking to get on the scoreboard.
Of the game. There is moments. Yes.
To Curry, 6 seconds to shoot. Magician shoots from the corner, kept alive. To number 7. Great anticipation.
You have to play smart with the ball in your hands.
Gets in close. Count and the foul. And Robinson picks one up. Some adjustments for both teams. Good for the three-point play. I know all the other Celtic teammates he has are enjoying themselves, but when you think of Ray Allen and the route he has taken to get to where he was as a world champion with his Boston team, to know his single individual skill set, you feel very good for this guy and what he's been able to accomplish and cap it off with the win.
Yeah, he's always been one of my favorite players.
Yeah.
I covered him a lot in college. Always very thoughtful and cerebral in how he approached the game and how he handled himself off the court. And you couldn't be happier for a guy when you think of Ray Allen. And then you think about that sweet jump shot.
Is that as good a stroke as you've seen in the NBA?
It's one of the best, man. He's one of the guys that I could just sit in the gym, me and him and somebody else rebounding the ball for him and just watch him shoot because it's a thing of beauty.
Lee scooped up. Here's Hughes. Out from three-point land.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice clear look. Just didn't convert.
Here's Allen. Lays it right in. 5 points in the game.
Kevin, they're fighting extremely hard right here. Bit by bit, just trying to pull away.
Robinson. Rebounded. Here's Magician. Connects on the tough shot. Sweet touch by the rookie out of Georgia.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
Wow, Allen. Lob to Allen. 6 seconds to shoot. From just inside the arc. And the rebound goes to David Lee.
We've seen some good scrambles for rebounds and even a bit of a fight sometimes. That's just good play inside, and that's kept this game close.
Here's Hughes. Here's Magician. Comes up empty from the wing. And it is a fight, Clark. So far, these teams are shaking down pretty evenly in every department, especially rebounding.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Kevin. I think the score shows that. It's indicative of how evenly matched these teams are. We'll be watching out. The Celtics have been on a scoring tear, Kevin.
Yeah, they've really been hot.
Talk about
and
me.
that concludes the
Talk
first
about
half.
me.
The score. Start of the third quarter here. We've got a close one for you. Glad you can join us as we get underway. Now Robinson. Not on the scoreboard yet. Magician. Garnett grabs the board.
That was a judgment call. He took a quick shot there, and I thought it was a pretty good look.
Here's Curry. Flushes it with the one-handed jam. He's got 6.
Way to move it up court. That's a great pass.
Won't. Can't make the open shot.
Well, he can't believe that one didn't fall. Those are usually automatic.
Here's Magician, and it's tied up.
There we go.
The defense made the mistake of playing offense, and he drained it from deep.
Like 1 for 6.
Now Garnett. Allen from short range finishes with the soft touch.
That's a strong finish inside. That's where you want to work your magic, Kevin.
Picked by Lee. On the corner. Robinson misses. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Allen. Buries the short-range jumper. 9 points in the game so far.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
Here's Hughes. Curry slams it back in.
Plays like that tell you who's hungry and who wants it.
And here we go with Rajon Rondo. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. We've got a moment to see the league leaders in steals. As you take a look at Rondo, one of the league's best, 3rd in steals.
What makes him one of the very best at coming up with steals, he's got the long reach, the long arms, but he's got quickness and anticipation as well. And it's one thing to have those.
Here's Hughes.
Y'all can't score without me.
And it's the Celtics with the ball. 6-point game. To Hughes. Let's go with a 3. Garnett has it, and that's his 9th rebound thus far.
why is he at the 3?
Here's Pierce.
Block that shit.
Makes the long-distance connection. 12 points for him.
Well, he's lighting it up, and that surprises no one. This guy is just a dynamite scorer.
To number 7, the 3, and the basket good. He's shooting 40% from deep. And here we go with Rajon Rondo. Here's Garnett. Kisses it off the glass and in.
Great assist on that basket. He's seeing the floor well, and he's making some beautiful passes.
Magician. Kept alive. Here's Hughes. Here's Jeffries. Finally, they get the bucket. And they cut it to 6.
You can't forget about him when you're boxing out. That's what he does. He crashes the glass.
Here's Pierce, guarded by Robinson. Pierce backs him down. 5 on the shot clock. Garnett. Shot is off. So the Knicks will take it the other way. The most they've trailed by is 9 points. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
This is a great game all the way down to the end. They held in there to force the overtime. And I think came out really prepared to do battle post-regulation time.
And here are the Celtics now. New York coming up empty. Here's Pierce.
Damn,
and the rebound goes to TJ
He
Ford.
sold it.
32 seconds left in the third.
Why the fuck ain't nobody cut to the basket? What the fuck is everybody standing on the wing for?
Here's Magician. Jeffries. Hughes nails the trade.
And this is one way to get back in the game. I mean, there's no better equalizer than the three-point shot. And they're doing a really good job of knocking down threes in this half.
Here's Wallace. Answers right back with a 3 of his own.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-point.
Rondo with it. Now Allen. Garnett in the post. Curry meets him. And that one's good by Pierce.
Just put the ball in his hands, Kevin, and watch him go to work. He's going to make something good happen.
To Robinson. Here's Lee in close. Graceful finish. Nice bucket for the fifth-year veteran out of Florida. Here comes Rajon Rondo. Garnett connects on the baseline jumper. They extend the lead to 8.
His height is really an advantage on that medium-range jumper. He can just rise up and pop it right over the defenders and get a good shot every time. Kick it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
And here we go with Rajon Rondo. Rondo. Here's Pierce. Curry snatches it inside. New York trailing. It's 2-on-1. A court to Robinson. Takes it up. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack. They close the gap to 4.
That's a heck of a job to lay it in around the taller defender, Kevin. Lovely, agile finish.
Garnett, the screen. Here's Wallace. Robinson pulls it in. Here comes Nate Robinson, averaging 18 points a game. Dumps it off. Curry kept alive.
Those are exactly the kind of plays that coaches just love to see. Get in there and run down those missed shots and pound them home.
Rondo with the ball. Garnett, the screen. Ray Allen is on the wing. It's money from deep.
He can't be stopped. He's having a party out there.
And here we go with Nate Robinson. Lee's got it. Wallace on him. Takes the three. No good. So Boston will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Pierce. Rondo leads the game in assists.
Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
Now Robinson. The Knicks still have plenty of time.
Yeah, don't worry about the scoreboard here. Just make the most of each possession. Don't have any empty trips.
And here are the Celtics now. To Pierce. Jacks up the triple. That's good.
It's over with.
He's got
I just
19.
want to get my
Fourth quarter with
ball,
a double-digit lead. It doesn't get much better than that.
Here's Magician. And he can't stop the run.
His shot selection has been pedestrian at best. He's putting up a lot of jump, Kevin.
Pierce. Scooped up. Here's Rondo. Nets it from the wing. That's 10 unanswered.
Yes, I am.
Now Robinson.
Crowd mad as fuck.
The inside. Wallace is there. The shot by Hughes, no good.
The defense couldn't close out on the mid-range J, and the shooter made him pay.
Here's Garnett. Buries it from 14 feet.
Kevin, over the course of the game, they've gotten it
I
done.
don't care about
It
losing,
should
bro.
be an
Let me get this
insurmountable
last
lead.
3 ball,
The
please.
Knicks will call a full timeout. They're losing by 14. 106 left in the game. Now Robinson.
After that, we ain't gonna get the ball.
Magician. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo.
Really not enough defensive pressure there to force that miss. He's got to be disappointed.
Allen, that's good.
Right on the verge of victory now. They don't need much more than to just take care of the basketball.
Here's Hughes.
Oh!
Scooped up. Stripped away by Garnett. The Celtics with the ball.
And they're on a tear, Kev. Can they add to this run?
Shots good.
They're
why
leading by
y'all
double
playing
digits.
music?
And I'd say this game is essentially done.
Like, what the fuck is this?
To
When did y'all
lead.
start doing this shit?
Here's Magician. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
Kevin, he's been ice cold here in the second half. If he can't make his shot, he needs to drive or pass off the teammate.
Poked away. The Celtics maintain possession.
Bro, I can't
Some
get
changes
knocked
for
ball
the
loose,
Celtics.
like, but this shit gonna fucking copyright my damn game, bro. Like, turn this shit off. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, in-game music is off, bro. Like, what the fuck? Why is it? There should not be no in-game volume of music whatsoever. So what the fuck are y'all doing? You telling me my volume control don't work? Like, the hell? Turn all this shit off. None but player chatter, crowd, and sound effects. But we gonna do that for next season.
Noah with it.
But like, no,
It's an
but for real though, like,
18-point
what y'all
game.
doing with this music?
House.
Bro, foul him.
Number 35. Kept alive.
Ah! Couldn't get my threes, bro.
And here is Williams. The Celtics walk away with a double-digit victory as they defeat the Knicks 62-44. Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for
Shut the
tuning
fuck
in
up,
to
bro.
NBA basketball.
Bro, after them last... Bro, don't I want to see this, bro. After them last 5 games, bro, I'm telling you. Turning all that shit off. I don't want to hear them meat suckers talk anymore. Damn, bro. 19 points. Ray Allen, bitch ass at 16. Bro, 7 for 22, bro. That's back-to-back games where I'm dropping, like, less than double digit far as my, bro, like, 2 for 9, bro. 2 for 9. I'll take it. I mean, I was gonna get off regardless. But I'm not finna play no more. Is the point I'm making because that shit is pitiful. Like I can make 3 threes as long as it's not a challenge. But as soon as they tell me, oh, you got to make these threes now, I can't do it, bro. Like all these missed shots, bro. These missed shots. Not change my jump shot. What is my jump shot? Kobe? Mm-mm-mm. Need that Sam Cassell. That shit look pretty clean though. No bad. What's... Oh. These the only D's we got? Am I thinking of the wrong name? I got Allen Iverson shot. Might try that. What the hell is J Jack? Really might put that Kyle Korver on. Citrus. Radmanovic. Dang, this the last one. Ain't no Nick Young. Damn, ain't no Swaggy P. I know what I was looking for. I was just going through the list. I'm most likely gonna drop that Kyle Korver mug. That should kill. Ain't got no stat. Can't run that. All right, I've been in the league for at least like a good 20 games because they said I'm on like 50 some games. I left the D League on game 30, so maybe like 25 games or whatever, however many games I'm at. Right. So boom. Hair definitely done grow. Big boy afro. Will be unlocked next. Damn, shoes ain't on here. I can't change my shoes no more. Oh, here we go. Some Adidas. Still ain't got no shoes on here. What I gotta do? Unlock these hoes? That's what I just had on. Oh, shit. Now they called him gray. These the questioners. I'm gonna write the kamikazes. Some custom colors. I want to do blue, but I don't want to do no colors that represent New York, so I'm gonna do green. Pink, black, and green. Purple's like over there we go. I don't know why I wanted to do yellow instead of purple. I feel like it looked better with the red. So I was definitely gonna do purple and red, but I'm like, when I saw that yellow, that shit started popping. So I'm like, fuck it, I did that. If I change the shoes, will it change my colorway? These look nice. I don't like these. But I like them on the kamikazes. Generic. I like these too. Alright, so look, I'm gonna go back to these and then we're gonna do a different color. Brown don't really pop. Nice 10 always look good. Oh, there we go. Like that. Oh shit! Now I can get my purple in the mix. I'm liking this. It's black a little too black. Let's go something lighter like a gray. Of silver. Silver platinum. That's a nice little color. See what they talk about in the comment boxes. I'm fucking with it. I'm gonna put the kamikazes on for my last game. I'm gonna keep rocking these. Alright, T-bags. When I come back. Yeah, schedule it. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games left. We're gonna get all 5 of them into one video so we can get this shit over with. Cause I'm sick of being in New York. I'm trying to get to a new team, better team, make it to the playoffs. You feel me? Cause we're not making it. It's over with. But look, you made it this far. Much love, much respect, much appreciation. All I need you to do is keep it crispy. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need. So nothing more, nothing less. Just stay crispy, crackety, crunchy, crisp, 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 crisp. 1.